The time for prayer in the morning. It's also she asked them the mitzvah to be with Neitachayim. The Sivi Rucham and Shamish says, and should see you with with the sun. The image Baal Mishal and the Shachar Vidam from the time when Amal Shachar worked for hair up in Mizrach and it was lighting up to face the eastern side. Yotze, that will be Yotze. The Nimshach Manad Sof Arba Shos and time dragged on until 4 hours. Shu Shlishi Yom, which is a third of the day. Bim Ta or Oliver is if he made a mistake or he violated this and he's spread down. After Arba Shos added Patzos after 4 hours until Patzos. After Visha in Lo the scar even though it doesn't have the reward like paying davening in the proper time, starts feeling because there's still a word for davening. Haga. Rav Chatzos also the spell after Chatzos also daven feel shachas that feel of shachas right in the comments Rishim and Kafkas. Now it's from the base Yosef B'Shem Rajba Parak feel shachas. Okay. The Mishnah says, "Dimin hates with nates. He shah shacham and mispelas the zroch rosh yeharm." That's the time when the sun starts to shine at the top of the mountain. This is from the Tamid of Benu Yonah v'ha'aruch. The royal benachon lizab is that's proper and fitting to be careful of this. Lachzila afmeh slichos even the days of slichos. This is from the Eli Rabbin Zerachayim. V'chein l'karos kishem mashkimin, and similarly in the winter kishem mashkimin upon the basic knesset folk of Rabbi Hashkem when they go into the shul in the morning early. This one the Prima Gadim. Yamtina Milahatim Lispal Ladanati should wait until davening until Netachama. Okidal El Besimin and Classive said earlier in Simin and Classive Alef. I shall look there. Kishamaskim let's say Ladera. However, when he's getting early to go on the road, and we look at and stuff like this, Shad the Kak bonus and Mutzah Lahatim. Other like this kind of case like other pressing needs enforcing situations, but it's much to go earlier. And this is from the Chaya on them. Kidulakam is Sifas, as we said later on in Sifas. Al Kapanin Yamtina Balavarach al Tfilin still should wait until making the bracha on the Tfilin, Achiakar until he can recognize his friends, reaches Mashiachar, Harabalimo, Kitzach, Ramos, which is custom to him in the distance of 4 amos. It's custom a little bit in the distance of 4 amos. You can see that guy. 4 amos away, I can see him, I know him a little bit, it's fine. That's Mashiach. Then we call them also the Baruch Alehem, and before this is also to make a bracha on this film. Okidul Elba Simmons Lamed Sif Aleph, as said earlier in Simmons Lamed Sif Aleph. Ein Shem Mishnah Berurah L'Gven Mishnah Berurah. Chas Supreme Magadim B'Simmons Tafsari Dalet, says the Mishnah Supreme Magadim B'Simmons Tafsari Dalet. This is from Gam B'Derech HaChaim, Mashma, it's also in B'Derech HaChaim, Mashma B'Derech HaChaim, the Zeh Mutzer Apple, the Iliyah. Iliyah, it's more Actually, Rabbi Shemachim Be'er Sleep. This is not even according to the Rabbi Shemachim Be'er Sleep. By the Sleepos, Vatan Efshim Mishim Shahu, the Urim Kolan. The reason possible because they were up the whole night. The Torah will have no hamsters to problem for them to wait. So the Prima Gadim saying, even according to the Rabbi Sim Tavtari Dalit. The Bechaz of Shavuos, and in the holiday of Shavuos, and Shenurim Kolayim, they're up the whole night. Mutter Lispal calls them 8, Mutter Dam before 8. Because Yel to the base in Bashkam, because when they go to their house very early in the morning, Torah Kula at least Kabachin, since it's a Torah to gather them a second time. Mikomakom Yeshazar Shul, the girls Kriya Shema, Kolka Bashkam, mother, you still should be careful not to be read Kriya Shema so early. The Hain of Kolim Shiras, before he can see his friend, brief Karbamus before Mishiakar. Via Kiran recognized. This is also the Kafila, the Kafila Kedulel B'Simen, and the Test, Ein Sham, we said earlier in Simen and Test, there. Amel Shachar, who Mashim Maskil Shachar, Amel Shachar is when it starts in the morning, the Havrik, the Mitzvah, not just to like shine through a little bit. This from Beni Yerucham. Mashim Dever Machabis, much of the words in Machabis, the Kodem here, air, after the Yavilayata. Before it became light, it's even the Yavin, it's not Yata. Okay, the scheme of Harvard, according to some of the Carbon according to the local Magan not look around and remember look at the very local. Okay. Name is of east and side. To be in a GR Pnei Kol Mizrach, we need to light up the entire face of the east. This is from the Eli Rabbin, the Chaim, and the Sheriff, one another. We'll talk about Shehivrik, Ashachar, Kim, Nekuda, Belvan. It's not that it makes a light in the morning, just like a dot in general alone. Right, so after Shakofavim, Yirim Madaimbek, even though the stars can be still seen in the sky, Nikomakum Yom, who still is considered day. Yotze B'diavad, Yotze. But people Shlo B'Shaz, even not in a pressing need. This one different from this nearly Ram among the Burim. B'Shaz Atak, and in a pressing need, you're going Shemash get the taste of the for example, getting up early to go into the road. Ukaigam the something that Shaz Atak, only other pressing needs, and yeah. Afila, even the Fatila, you could do this and get up early. Who could look how much of we're going to say later on stuff back by Sham with him. Without the difference of an Einam Amurim, Rakla in the Kobus Mitzvahs to feel about. You know that the words of the Shulchan Aruch are only said in regards to the obligation of the mitzvah of davening alone. The Yatza Ba Achar Shahir Mizrach that be after you have the eastern side lit up. The Bizak Kavarnis Higi Izmana, this already reached the time. The Niskam not connected a Tamid, and it was set up opposite, paralleling the Tamid. B'shkitas the Tamid Haydekel Mishayer Mizrach, and the shafting of the Tamid in the morning was immediately when the eastern side was lit. Avula in Kriyashma, in regards to Kriyashma Shakodam Tefillah, which is before davening, Lo Ari HaMachaber V'Inyan, the Simon says, the Machaber is not talking of Kivim. Behind the Elba Simon and Fast, look earlier in Simon and Fast, the Mishnah Berurah Sifat and the Testament, the Mishnah Berurah Test. So you lo Yatzah B'Zeh Yidei Chovas Kriyashma, you wouldn't be able to, in this case, your obligation of Kriyashma. After the Evan, Imroga Lasses Kane, even with the Evan, if you're accustomed to do this, Achiakar Slaveru, Aroga Limo, until you recognize your friend, which you're a little bit accustomed to it, brief with all arms is 4 hours. Zem Ufar Mizman there. Mizrach, this is later than the time of the lighting of the eastern side. This one the Achronim. But Prakish wrote to us that he has tefillin, especially when you want to put on their tefillin. The Levarach on them, make a brach on them. The Bavadai in Levarach actually has Mashiachar. Now, you for sure shouldn't make a brach until you reach Mashiachar, which you mentioned earlier. Hayom. Which is the third day. The day is, let's say, 18 hours long. Avishay shows al yom. That will be 6 hours onto the day, as long once the day starts 6 hours in, because that's the third of 20 of 18. Okay, ukashayom or shows. So when the day is 9 hours long, avishlo shows that will be 3 hours, because that's a third of 9. The Yom shows Elu Lafiyah and the Yom, because we always evaluate these hours according to the topic of the day. This is from the Koloposkim. The hymn the Quran shows manatis are called shows manios. Shiyom miskolek with the name of the Kolokum, the day is divided into 12 portions. The Indian Ishlishu, and the topic of the third is Shadvils the Shachar Negin Carbon Tamin. The Shadvils the Shachar is paralleling the carbon Tamin. And then we never delayed it, that thing from being brought until after the third of the day. But Zorah Klizmar at Tefillah Shmona Esrei, but Zol Shalish Yom, you have to finish the Shmona Esrei before the third of the day. This is one I'm going to bring. Oh, Avar, or he violated it. Rotzalom Yeshua b'mezid shal, that means that he b'mezid delayed. As a Tefillah, ad she'avar zman, until the time passed. V'achagach his foul, and afterwards he davened. He delayed b'mezid until that time happened after it's done. Alpha began Yossi de Chovas Tfilas would fulfill the obligation of prayer. Alpha tries to Shlomo's man even though it wasn't in the proper time and he delayed it. After Abba shows. Who had in the Shalachachila him lo yispal mikolim same to be if he didn't make if he didn't daven before for whatever reason. Zorach le'ispal after Abba shows on chatos he has to daven after 4 hours until chatos. This is from the Prima Gadam. Raksha in lo sky concealed his man just does not reward as if he prayed in the proper time. The Tov Shei Spalo Az B'Torah Daven properly should daven there, then have in mind it should be in the category of a gift if he's not obligated. Yesh Voshkim Shesovim Hazed Alaba shows Shovlo must dispel clock. Because they're supposed to be told that if you're mazed until 4 hours, you wouldn't be able to daven then at all. This is from the Ravan, the Priklada, Shochem Sotzir Grab, Yura, and Shem Sim on the ground in the explanation. How can you spell the ask that if we should daven, you should make a stipulation. Shemitzad is in who potter, if Mitzad is in, he's potter. Who b'toras nadavan, and it's in the category of a nadava. This is from the Prima Gadam. But after Chatzos, after Chatzos you can't daven. Mashma Lashon of Rav, it's Mashma Lashon of the Rav, the Rav. That people who take over Chatzos even immediately after Chatzos, also this follow Shachos, also daven Shachos. That okay. But El Kayan is going on earlier. Bein over b'mezid, bein of top b'shogig. Whether we violated on b'mezid or made a mistake in b'shogig. Beish mechanim be'achati shash achratzos. Those are going to make it until half an hour after chatzos. Medina mashma prima Medina is mashma prima gana. There are times she'ain lizos mipesach rav. You can't move from the pesach of the rav. Ve'chaim mashma be'agrad. Since mashma be'agrad. Ve'emes kavar yigiyas man mitzvah shemetz chelas in truth, it really started the time of Menchon, and it starts at the beginning of the start of the 7th hour. But just because we're not a Baki, Vishem Yovel Tovs, maybe we're going to come to make a mistake. Wakin also Chazal for Chazal asks who did until half an hour after that. So Menchon. Alkain Kishogi with Onanas, which is when he made his shogi and it was enforced. Lo Spal Mikolim because we didn't daven before Chatzos. Yam Tinachar Chatzos Chatzishon, and you should wait until after Chatzos half an hour. The Hainu Kadesh gives man feels Milcha. That is, meaning in order to wait enough time to reach the time of Milcha. Yispal Milcha Davin Milcha V'achkav Shachos B'Torah Shlomo. Then afterwards do Shachos in the category of repayment. Lola Hafich, and not do it the other way. Don't do the repayment first, then the Milcha. It doesn't work. V'gam Dafko B'Shogeg or Nanas, and also we have to talk specifically where we made a mistake or he's forced. I'll be amazed and no takana, but if he did it amazed, there's no takana. Kamoshi is barley calls ever b'simen kavkas to clear all this in simen kavkas. Amnam b'diavad im is pral shachas b'diavad v'damen shachas v'chati shazu in this half hour. Sha'achar hatos after hatos yalso he would be yotze. The answer is pral shenis wouldn't have to daven a second time. Since there time Ein Shem will look there further. I'm a police review the kiveger mashachas b'shem etzlach in that and what he says in the etzlach on this topic. V'gam Yisrael Mishallah on the Shacher. I'm the Shacher Nikra Masha is in the Bear Law. I'm the Shacher Nikra Masha hits the lower at least. Notice this is what the sun starts shooting out. The Pas and Mizrach on the eastern side. Kodem and Eitzachama before Eitzachama. Kishir Shah B'chomish Shah. Like an hour or a fifth of an hour. Isn't the Ram Perakal and the Brachos? An hour and a fifth of an hour after about that. Lo could Moshe tell him is an Ashim, Shaman Shachar who Kokuba the Zafra, and they say that the Om Shachar is the northern star. The Huzman Harbi Kodnich and Man much earlier. Who could eat be Risham Bergal Brachos, then Risham Bergam first Karak and Brachos. The Mashra the Bermacham, it's much for the words in Muhammad, the Kodim Share and Mizrach, Afshal and the Shachar, that before the eastern side becomes light, even though they have Om the Shachar. All Yatzaf, but Yavid wouldn't be Yossi even to the Yavid. Okay, Mashra the Verbenu Yuchum, Smith Mashra, where's the Verbenu Yuchum? That's the Magan of Rambam, Pre-Chodesh, the Mishallah, and the Shachar, but Yavid the words, and the Magan of Rambam, the Pre-Chodesh, Mashra, that from the Shachar, you even be Yossi with Yavid. The Yom Hu, because it is considered Yom. Okay, so we Magan, the Baki, Prima Gadam goes back and forth about this. After I didn't match with the sphere like the very even on the main day he hold like their words. The Minotaur Yom with the Minotaur it's busy day. After them share can name Israel before the less eastern side becomes light. The hold over for everything. Keep in Shalom on the Shafar since on the Shafar happens. Okay. And Mishas has caused most of the Chasil to take on Mishal and Mishak. And because of this reason, it really makes it then it's okay. That's why on the Shas and Skak, it's most of the Chasil immediately when the Shafar happens. I'll go find him Shlomo Shas and Skak, but still, and it's not a person. It's not an Okel from the Divine Rambam. He decides to prove in the words of the Rambam, then it's feeling the after the Yavad Loyatsa. In regards to prayer, not even the Yavad not Nayotsa, Mishal and Mishak and Mishak, wait, I am Israel. Amnon Beyosim is there. However, more than this, continue to say for Eli Rab and found the more Eli Rab, we say from Mati Huda about ground, Mati Huda on the ground. They say for Shnos Eliyahu, and they spoke for Shnos Eliyahu. Kul B'Kayach, the scheme we all agree that Ashel Yar Hamizrach until the eastern side of lights up. I feel the B'Diavad in Yotze, even B'Diavad not Yotze. Mitam Dazayin Hu B'Klal Light, it's still considered night. Ashel Hamizrach until the eastern side becomes light. We call the posting Shekaz from the Algan on the Shafar, and all the posting Shef from the Shafar, based in Indian. Whatever topic they're talking about. Hind of Sher Mizrach really meant the eastern side is light. The same Masha Shanina but Megillah tell me what we learned in Megillah Bakulan Shalom Mishalan on the Shafar. Also Mishalan on the Shafar, all of them when you did everything which you could do in the morning and you did them in the time and all of on the Shafar, kosher, it would be okay. Hainu Sher Mizrach means all the way until Her Mizrach. Doesn't mean just on the Shafar. Gaman tells Yachkaf who say from Yagana. We born afterwards and found in Magna Geburn. Shemitzad the Achriya came the Lach of the Eli Rabbi decides to prove like this, like he decides to decide like this than the Eli Rabba. For Allah of the Eli Rabba. Lo Pella Shalo his Kira Gam Hagra. Consequently the Pella doesn't mention that the Gra also writes this. The Evi Alzeb Ryan Yerushalmi brings on this a Ryan from the Yerushalmi. Ayin Shal Mishnos Eliyahu look there Mishnos Eliyahu. The Nafkamina means that the Kam Allah for the Torah. The Nafkamina for this many Allah in the Torah. وكان ما شكاس الكامل سمى خاسر من وسين ليران سمى خاسر بشان الكاف مطل الخاسر الإسبال بشان الكاف مطل الخيل الدابن بشالنا مشاخر from the shachar and ugam kikishir in the but it also means only after the eastern side is lit up. Mechaber Samach was as a veil and Samach Mechaber is relying on what it said earlier, Bereishis Simon Agat Dachar Sheher Dachar means specifically when it becomes light. Okay. The Shas and Tasl Gasilam. The Shas and Tas, L'Chakila ain't kill Mishalo B'Shas the pressing need the L'Chakila is no better than Na B'Shas Yavad, which is no good. So even when we allowed you to do L'Chakila from the Shachar, when you're pressing need, that's only talking Pnei Midrash. The Yosef is there, Masha Tamar Prima Gadim, El B'Simen, and then 5 steps out, Gimel Vadalit. More than this, which is came from the Gadim earlier in the 5 steps out, Gimel Vadalit. Okay, El B'Simen, and then 5 similarly in Simen, 5 steps Gimel, Vadalit, in Kriyashma, Simen, in Gimel and Dalit, in regards to Kriyashma. Yagam came Dafka Afar Shir, Mitzvah, that would also be only after the eastern side is lit up. Ma'ayla El B'Simen, 5 look earlier in Simen, 5 the Veralach and the Veralach Shavir Ram is the Veraj, they brought a proof in the words of Rajba. Shigam who sovereign the Gili Rabbi, he also holds that the Ram of the Rabbi Magra, Mati Yehuda Manal, and the Mati Yehuda which you mentioned earlier. Udina. And for the law. The Vadi Yishlach was the Kohani Ram, so for sure you should be concerned about all these rabbis. The Bechol Davar Shemitzvah to be on anything which is mentioned in the day. And Masol told him Shahir and Mizrach, if he did it before the eastern side became lit up, Chaz will also to repeat it and to do it after it became light. But tefillah after the yishlachalik by however by prayer there is just possibly you can make a difference in this. Who the shalom b'shas attack in a non-pressing need l'chor yishlachmer l'chor you should be machim b'zah but you have to go ahead and repeat it. We could bring Magan and also mentioned and bring Magan earlier. The same mash b'derech kayim, some mash b'derech kayim, shehetzuk l'alachal k'abach, the copies over for alachal like the bach, really rabbi. Lo sagim kishe hivrik hashach k'b'nekuda. It's not enough when it's just the light in the morning like a dot. Ella actually Mitzvah has to be until the lights up the whole eastern side. Abu Bishas has been an pressing need in Mitzvah Kodim Sheher Mitzvah Vidam before the eastern side became lit up. After the Ish the smoke was of the Yavid is possibly from the land is the Yavid Alam Magan Avram the Prima Kodesh on the Magan on the Prima Kodesh the Prima Godim and now on the Prima Godim which mentioned earlier Shalom Chayzel is small enough to have to be Midaven if it was a pressing need. Mishum the Chashash Rachel of Atal because of a concern of Rachel of Atal. The Torah needs the Ulachatila Bavali Ish the Zarbiza and the Chil Shos. You should be careful about this. Very careful about this appeal which is not even a pressing need. L'chein that who machmas mitzvahs kriya shema. Nikol that who machmas mitzvahs kriya shema with tefillah. All this is because of the mitzvah kriya shema and tefillah. Of Eish Torah Klaniach, Gam Ken Tefillin, Yesh Lam Tenodma. And when there's time you need to put on tefillin, you should wait a little bit more. So meaning for kriya shema and for davening, because its name is Rachas enough. But you need to put on tefillin, then you have to wait until a little more. That's until you can recognize your friend within Ramos. If you put them on before this, then you have to put them on at that point without a bracha, because the idea has man when the time comes, you can put them around and then you can make a bracha. Okay, if you did it once the eastern side is lit up, it's Yotze. Haina b'diavad, that is b'diavad, he would be Yotze if he davened at that time. Commotion Gazaz Mishnah Berurah and the Mishnah Berurah. If any people have Rafonim, it's similar copy of the many Achronim. Free Chodesh, Rafolik, Al Shulchan Aruch, Free Chodesh argues in the Shulchan Aruch. It's really the Mishnah who is man of the that when time is, when it becomes light on the eastern side is the time of the Tefillah. Ras the Vasikan, who called them an eight, that just the Vasikan is before an eight. However, we said earlier, the Chodesh Sheheri Lo Yatzah, if you do it before it becomes light on the eastern side, you're not Yotze even B'diavad. And Kain Bulkom, Mikol Boskim, so it's proven from all the Boskim that after Sheheri, that even after it became light, the Chafila and the Kvalas, that's what you shouldn't daven. Is that where Dayan will call on the Shachar, because that is still called on the Shachar, because if you hold before you can't work, it doesn't work at all. So what did it mean to be Yotze when I'm the Shachar? It meant Mishahir Mizra. And then the language is right, and then the Gemara there is it's B'diavad okay, not L'chafila. So we're seeing it's not L'chafila after the first time you get started, which what they're saying is Mishahir Mizra. So it must be you have to wait until it mates. Gami Nakamina because Elohim is done. It's also not enough Nakamina for all this to involve for us. The Baruch Rak from the Ikr Mitzvah Mitzvah, that his words are just the main Mitzvah Tula. Abofima Amash Kola Akami is still known, but according to what everyone in Israel is the minhag, Bizarre Afila smoke, I would Gula Tefillah and is careful with Afila to put together Gula Tefillah. In Yochel Afila is foul take of Mashiach Yom. He's not able to daven immediately once the sun comes light. Well, Hatzarach the Gross Kriyashma. But you have to read Kriya Shema and its brachos. The two begin in Dafka at Shiakar as clear, and with them you need specifically until you recognize the friend brief of Amos and the four Amos can now be similar effects earlier and similar effects. After is manazah, however, after the sign, after the end close to Yad, I know again, how it's possible you cannot protest against someone who's has a minute to be makel. Okay. After Mishnayaka. I'm back the Drisha look at the back from the Drisha Mashakasim with the answer of any Rukum, it's the name of the Year and Rukum. I help us in the fast look at the third earlier and the fast very glock and very lock. Achamitzim in a moko the Kuyama in this Baal Shmon answer code made. However, for the mitzvah, the choice is mitzvah, you shouldn't daven Shmona Esrei before Nate Hachama. Okay, that's very lacha. V'achas Hatzos is totally also. I mentioned rule the Indian class of Yishal, looking what we said in the mission in regards to half hour after Chatzos. After Yishal, Zul, the Kuli Alma should have be spelled to Shachas, and after this half hour, according to everybody, for sure can't have a Shachas. People in Mashal is following out to play bonus, even when it didn't down until now was just an onus for some precedent situation. The culture can be raised for sure on purpose. Ram is followed by Hosen Vatala, the common postman, and one who does that, and his brachos are going to be Vatala for many postmen. El is followed by Tzila. Min Chamach when answer the Shul Shachas the Shlomo. Rather, we should do the milk first, and afterwards, what Shlomo asked for chakras, meaning a repayment for chakras, the Shlomo. Who should bittul tefillah hayom tefillah the only tefillah amazing that not was in the case where the missing of the tefillah was originally for an only situation and not on purpose. We could allow the 7:25. We said earlier in 7:25. So it's the kana and ein was that from Sivvat Zayin. For a little bit of it to kind of look there for in Siv Zayin. Okay, Beis in the Shavana. Even Shigi is man tefillah. Once the time of prayer comes, also allow them to have to the passage of prayer. It's also for a person to go early to a friend's house. Leaving no shalom to say shalom to him. Mishum deshmo shalakadosh baruch hu shalom, because the name of Hashem is shalom. Avumotu lo melotaf in the martav, but it's mutter to say the morning of the master is good or should be good. Vafilu zeh ina motorah el kishuhotzruk alef the rosh eitzek. Only this is only mutter if he needs to go to see whichever is stealing. But he's just coming to see his face before davening. Also, even this language would also be also. Low, and someone was also to bow down to him. He's when to get up early to in the morning to his door. Some say that bowing is also even if you're not going up early to his door. If you started making the brachos, meaning you started missing the brachos, it doesn't be so concerned about you already started brachos. You talk to him first. If he doesn't he's not getting up early to his door, we meet him on the way. What's the least in shalom? What's even to give him shalom? Even if someone who finds his friend, Bashuk in the marketplace, shouldn't say shalom, you should say taf in the marketplace. She's in life, she also Lisak, even though she get part of the nation, he's also to a delay. With the Varmachem with other words, Klal actually is gone until other words at all, till he davened. Command Tefillah, the time of Tefillah. Hainamim the Shachar, I'm going to lock up the Sif Aleph. And that's I'm going to Shachar and look at the Berura and Sif Aleph. It's when the Magen Drum and the Derech Chaim of Shachar on the other phone. They'll look at Taz Shabbat Meitz Chama, and not like a Taz it says until from Meitz Chama. Lahaksim. It's also to give early shalom. Who then in Holach Beis Knesset, similar if he goes to the shul, Mimakom Shakvuah Lov, Mimakom Rechaver Lit from the shalom from his set place to the other place to give him shalom. Okay. This one the Prima Gadol with Derech Chaim, Lechem Mitzad Bel Tamas on the sides of all his comment. The fast of Chavero. Who was in him Aviv or Rabbo? Similar if he would be. Okay. If it's his father or his rabbi, Bimei Shlachosh Le'eva Gavra Alma. And if there's to be concerned of the hate of a strong person, Im Yakolit in Ayando below Amira Shalom, if he's able to give him his hand without saying Shalom, just give it to him. Shabbat that's good. That's from the Prima Gadol. When he meets him on the road, Yesh Lahakal B'Gavra Alma, they should make up by a strong man. Gam Be'Amir Shalom, even to say Shalom. The Balav Hakal Medina Mutzuk Lakaman with canal, and without this anyway, it's Mutter, as like later on. As I mentioned earlier. Okay. So it doesn't matter, the father, Rabbi, still can't say Shalom to him. Gabra Alma, if it's going to cause problems, then it's okay. But if not, you should try and. You should just give him his hand without saying Shalom. Okay, if you can't do that, then say okay. The Shmo, his name is. The Ein Rei Lahaskir Shmo Shmo Adam. It's not proper to say. If you came to him, then he did say it was okay. If you met him on the way, you shouldn't go to the store. Okay, you could say Shalom to that. Okay, next. The Shmo, his name is. The Ein Rei Lahaskir Shmo Adam. It's not possible to say. It's not proper to say the name of Hashem on a person. The Kodesh Baruch Hu, and it's to honor that person before Hashem. Who honors Hashem? Ubulashon la yesh layin, in regards if it's in the vernacular, if is there to be iron or say peace or something. When we're starving in Momer Harachum Yirachamech, on the starver, if it says the merciful one should have mercy on you, or Hachana Yochananecho, or the gracious one should have gracious unto you, the Gomer starting and stuff like that, or we mutter. And with the Mavarchu Bishmo Shalakadesh Baruch Hu, that you're blessing him with the name of Hashem. This is when the Prima Ganim Ayin Shemo look there. It's only when you need to. There you have to go to this courtyard, shall conveyor of his friend, Brias is the Asik to see whichever business dealing. The Agav the whole Klopetsko and I decided to go to his door, Lomer's low, it's after my thought, say to him, the morning of master is should be good, meaning good morning. This is from the Magen of Romans Chaim. Abolitin of Shalom, but to give him peace after Guy Gavin, also you're going to kind of get to be awesome. I'm very local, look at the Bear Local. Without the Masha goes to the Shulchan Aruch, the road is it, and this the Shulchan Aruch says see whichever business dealings after the road only to see it. This is from the Prima Gadam and Derech Chaim. Abu Milis Asik Mamish also Mikodam Tefillah, but to deal with it really is Daser before Tefillah. Ukizla Kaman, the Sif Gimel says earlier in Sif Gimel. Yesh Omrim, something that creates Aser. The Kain Yesh the horse that bowing down will be Aser. Ein Lach, what you shouldn't be concerned. Pirish, the Oz Mutta the Frog, is Ein Mash from the Pistol, then it's Mutta to bow down when he's not going early to his way. Oh. This is from the last one. We're just not going to run the girl and the shaft one. The last one. Abu Shemaski, Abu Mashkin and Fiscal, if he's getting up early to his door, Bain the Chora only seeing the Shalom, then whether to bow down or whether to give Shalom. Afilu his still the brachos. So even if he started saying brachos, it'd still be aser if he's going up early. If he's just said brachos, and someone comes over to him, then you could bow down. But going to his doors, whether bowing down or saying shalom would be aser. The Motzei, okay. Even if you find him, you really should say. If he meets you, really should. You should just still say himself in Maratab. Well, you shouldn't say shalom. After teach ruggle, then lo shalom, and the give him shalom. Say in different languages to remind yourself that you gotta go quickly. This one we're gonna have wrong. Kadesh Yitz and others should give his mind that he go quickly. What's the number? The after Medina Mutzim, even though Medina is Mutzer, we come out come no go Kadmoinu still know that the earlier ones the half of the Nizazam to map with us from this reason. Let me remind you that you gotta go. This is from the Derech Chaim. Dim Hiskul of Brachos, if you started the Brachos, Elachos Kolkash and Mutzalit and Shalom is not to be concerned so much when you give Shalom. Okay, so the Prima Gan Derech Chaim. The Kozil is Stoachla Lomer Lechaver Shalom, all is to start off and state his friend Shalom. Avul Kishachaver Shalom, the Shalom that his friend asked him in his peace, is from the Derech Chaim. Mutzal Hashir Kolocholim Mutzal Antonolim. Kolshagan, Dimi Shikvar, he's found for sure someone who already davened. It's from the Hail Simon Sam Vav and Mishnah Sekad Dalad. Mutzal Hashkan Lepisco, it's Mutzal to get up early to this Mishwa is found Mutzal Hashkan Lepisco, Shalchavero. So it's probably Litin Lo Shalom. For sure someone is already davened. Mutzal to get up early to the door of his friend, which hasn't davened to give him Shalom. Applebee's she's starting with Hashiva, even though he's going to have to respond to him. And that's fine because you're not doing a problem, you've already davened. Now, so even this is a bit better. So if he was there in what the allocation are, it's only when you need to it. I mentioned Rosh Hashanah Rosh Hashanah that says that Rosh means to say Shachot Shokolath needs to go. for that reason, not to deal with it. Avolitim no shalom after I got him usher, but to give him shalom even in this kind of case where he has to go there for whatever reason to be usher. A mashron the daf mizas mashron only in this case. Keeping shalom upon him, whom mashkin the pistol is as into any way he's entering is getting up early to his door in this way. Avolim whom mashkin lepazal chaver. What if he's getting up early to go to his friend's house? The road sham is either whichever business. But agav then also legal gam kain shalom mutter. But if, aside from this, he also gives them shalom. That'll be mutter. This is the case also for Megala. To see whichever asik, what's the difference in this case, lachas? Meaning because one is he had to go to the guy's house, and one is because, meaning, what is the asik he has to do? Does he take it to the guy's house or he take it to the side of the guy's house? And as the side of the guy's house, he can't pass through his sponsor without going to his door. So if it's to the side of the guy's house and you really don't really need to go to his house, so then you don't have this happen. But if you, you could just say talk to my house. But if you do have this, if you are going right to the guy's house, then you could say shalom. Because this can't go to be megalim. Abu medivir bach or gram after the other application. And medivir graph back from the guy's mashma, it's also even in this case. Okay. So meaning to some of it would be, it's you can't say shalom if you're going to go to the guy's house, if you're going to go to the guy's house, unless of course you want to use the berura and you were going there for an asik to the house directly. Okay. You can't say shalom. And to bow down, you couldn't bow down anytime until you say brachos. Once you say brachos, you could bow down after if you meet the guy. If you meet the guy, you can also say tzaf the maratav. You can also say shalom, really, but you shouldn't until you say brachos. Okay. Gimel. Also, it's asked it also for him to deal with Mitzrachov and his needs, all the Leilach Ladarcha to go on the road, Aji Yispal and Fuli Dam and Tefillah Shmoneh, the prayer of Shmoneh. V'yishma Kilu Na'afa Shmoneh, She'amru Miktas Brachos, Kodim She'amru, while She'amru, those that are makel to, after he said a few brachos, before he said Baruch Shamar, it's okay to deal with his needs. These has to deal with it. Because we are vocal before the light of the morning, Shah allows his malachos to do work. This one the Shlomo is Shlomo. Because the Eli Rabbi writes, "We come up with Hilas or Shom Indian. Actually, you say the brachos. You shouldn't do anything until you say this the order of brachos. The Baruch the Kavanah so we have to show Shem Mesam for work and especially is intended a half hour before the morning. With Rachel with his needs, the Mishiyesh Lo Vadim everyone who has Jewish slaves or Misharsim or servants, they need they should serve him. Yazira Miberev, they should warn them in the morning, should kumbo, mitasam, when they get up early, when they get up from their bed, Yochatu Yadam, Shawaz, and do brachos, and say brachos. Miyakum Parshas Achash, Shema, read the first Parshas Shema. Vanacham Fianko Lasas, Rachel, and after he's able to do his needs. Because that will see this also from the laws of trade and Chasidis. This from the Shvot Yaakov and the Magburim, local Kilchos Katanos. Alva Medina and Gabedava Medina is not to be makbel. Leilach and Derech to go to his road. I feel called the Mincha even before Mincha. And Marv Imagi is Manam and Marv if the time comes. Dino Kumok on the Shachas the din is like it before Shachas. This is from the Kesem Mishnah B'Shem of Ram and the Prima Gadim. Actually spell until he davens. But people in the Makom Shiavo, Yachol Gamkin is welcome to the place where he goes to be able to daven there too. In the Tzibur is man with the Tzibur on its time. This one there time. After can also still it's also the little bit there have because it's rough going on the road is like dealing with his needs. Cold sexual b'shasakak, all this is not an oppressive need. B'shasakak, when the oppressive need change Asher and tennis so that the wagon will wait for him. Yachol el because the derech the spell of the derech is able to go early to the road and daven on the road. Ukulakam b'simach as later on in Sefes. The mushroom they have both is mushroom and protein that feel Via Nitzacham, Gam Kena Mutz Bizet. Even if it's already Nitzacham, it's Mutz also in this. Because he's in a pressing need and he has to go on the way. He's not going to wait. This is the base Joseph, and the Mash and Mob Navram, the Mash and Bear, Prima Godim, something what the Prima Godim explains, the thing causes the Safer Man Mordechai, and look at that, Simon says Safer Man Mordechai, not like the touch. Okay.